you remember the neuter words we learned in the last class? Phalam, phale, phalani. We learned it last time. Yes? This is nothing new. Phalam, phale, phalani. We have already learned it. What did I teach yesterday? Then what was the addition yesterday? This na, which is in na here, sometimes changes to ra. So na changes to ra. When does it change? Because of 3 letters it changes. Those 3 letters are ra, ru and sh. Ra, ru and sh are the 3 letters or 3 sounds, I will say, because of which the na changes to na. Okay? And I gave the example. For example, mitra. Mitra is also a neuter word having the meaning friend. So, I will say mitra in singular, mitre in dual, and in plural mitra because of ra. Can you see ra here? So ra, because of ra, this na will change to ra. So not mitrani but mitramani. Mitra, mitre, mitrani. So na changes to na because of ra. This is the example of ra. I'll give you the example of sh also. Pushpa. Pushpa means flower. A flower, neuter word again, ending in a. So pushpam in singular. Pushpe in dual, and in plural it will be pushpani. Again this na will change to na because of this sh. Okay? So na changing to na because of ra, ru and sh. That's what I have taught them yesterday. Sometimes you can't see na but you see na, and that na happens because of these 3 sounds, ra, ru or sh. Is that clear? Yes? Clear? College students, you have to tell me, is it clear to you? Last time we learned singular, dual and plural in neuter, but now we learned na changing to ra. That was the only topic which we covered yesterday. Okay? Now let us start with the new topic today. This topic is small topic. I will not go into the details of the middle letters again.
Oh, wait a minute, ma'am. I see the book, the blue row. No dot.
No dot?
Yes.
If there is no ra, ru or sh, no dot. If the word has ra or ru or sh, then dot. What is the word? If the word has this ra, ru or sh, what is the word in book? What is the word?
Falani.
Falani, no dot. Because there is no ra, ru and sh.
It works.
If there is ra, ru or sh, in the word, then only na changes to ra. That's what I told you just now. Na changes to ra if the word has ra, ru or sh. Phala, there is no ra, there is no ru, there is no sh. So no change. Got it? I'll give you one more example. I have given many examples yesterday. You can check from their notebook. Many examples are given. But I'll give you one more example. Sukham. Sukham, Sukhe, Sukhani. It will be ni only. No, no. Because in Sukham, can you see Ra Varsha? No. But if you see Patra, Patra, there is Ra. There is Ra. So here it will be Patra Ni. So now we change to Ra. Got it? Clear? Now? So no Ra Varsha, no change. If in the word there is Ra Varsha, then only the change takes place. Clear? Can we go to the next topic then? Yes. Okay. Now we have learned nominative case. We have learned accusative case. May I know your name?
स्नेहलता सोनवणे.
स्नेहलता. तुम्ही दोनदा अटेंड ह्याच्यावर केलं ना, ऑनलाईन केलं ना, पाहिला नव्हता चेहरा. चेहरा पाहिलेला आहे पण तुम्हीच नाही जाता येता चेहरा पाहिलेला आहे.
तिथेच म्हटलं ते करावं, पाऊस कमी आहे.
हा क्लास शक्यतो अटेंड करा, कारण व्याकरण ऑनलाईन समजायला थोडं
अवघड आहे.
अवघड नाहीये, पण जास्त लक्ष द्यायला लागतं मग. ते ऑनलाईनवर तेवढं होत नाही जेवढं वर्गात होतं. वर्गात जेवढी चर्चा होते
कन्फ्युजनच होतं. ते पाली शिकलो मागच्या वर्षी आणि आता नवीन
तेच तुम्हाला कम्पेअर करायचं. पुढे जरी तुम्ही PhD करत असाल आणि त्याच्यात संस्कृत पाली कम्पेअर करणार असाल, तुम्हाला संस्कृतचं बेसिक ज्ञान पाहिजे, म्हणून तुम्हाला बेसिक पेपर ठेवलाय. त्यामुळे बेसिक काय चेंजेस आहेत तेच तुम्ही समजून घ्यायचे. त्याच्यासाठी हा पेपर ठेवण्याचं उद्दिष्ट आहे, कारण तुम्हाला पुढे कधीतरी एखादं संस्कृत टेक्स्ट वाचायला लागेल. सगळेच टेक्स्ट पालीत नाहीये. मग संस्कृत टेक्स्ट वाचायला कळणार कसं तुम्हाला? म्हणूनच पाली लोकांना पण नाही, पाली शिकत असणार नाही, हा पेपर बेसिक पेपर ठेवलाय.
अगोदर पालीचं सुरुवात झालेलं पाली भाषेचा आणि नंतर संस्कृत.
याच्यावरती खूप वाद येत आहे काही विद्वानांमध्ये. काही म्हणतात पाली आधी, काही म्हणतात संस्कृत आधी. आपण आता ते वादात न पडता आपल्याला दोन्ही भाषा शिकायच्या, कारण आपल्याला अनेक टेक्स्ट अशी वाचायची की जी काही संस्कृतमध्ये आणि काही पालीत आहेत. आता त्याच्यावरती मी उत्तर नाही देऊ शकत, कारण मी अशी तुम्हाला हे नाही सांगू की पालीच आधी आणि संस्कृतच आधी, कारण दोन्ही महत्वाचे.
दोन्ही महत्त्वाच्या लँग्वेजेस आहेत.
दोन्ही महत्वाच्या लँग्वेजेस आहेत. आणि तुम्ही जे काही बुद्धिस्ट स्टडीजमध्ये जे काही अभ्यास करणार आहात, बुद्धाने लिहिलेलं सगळं वाचलं असेल, त्याच्यात एखादा टेक्स्ट तुम्हाला संस्कृतमध्येच सापडेल किंवा एखादं पालीतच असेल. तुम्हाला दुसरं रेफर करायची वेळ आली तर ती भाषा माहिती पाहिजे.
दोन्ही समजलं.
म्हणून ती समजायलाही बेसिक शिकवणं आहे. तुमच्यासाठी हा पेपर का ठेवलाय त्याचं कारणच हे.
थोडं साम्यचं आहे दोन्ही भाषांमध्ये.
आपल्याला त्याचाच अभ्यास करायचा आहे, काय साम्य आहे आणि काय वेगळं आहे.
थोडं चेंजेस आहेत.
तेच शिकायचे. म्हणून ग्रामरचंच पेपर मी शिकवते. Okay, so we have learned nominative case, we have learned accusative case. Two cases we have learned. Yes? The first word which we wrote was some balak or something. I don't remember the word now. Okay, let it be. Now today I will take some other word. Cha, sha, go. The word is sorry, not it. Cho. Chashaka. Only C. Not Chashaka. It's only Chashaka.
आता आपण कशाचा अभ्यास करतो म्हणून?
मी विषय आधी नाही सांगणार, मी शिकवते आणि मग काय शिकवते ते सांगते. Chashaka. Word ending in O. It's a masculine word. It's a masculine word ending in O. The meaning is glass.
Glass.
Glass. I don't have glass right now, but if there is a glass, I will drink water with the glass, isn't it? I am using bottle right now, but at home I use glass. The meaning of chashaka is glass. Okay. Now it's a masculine word. It's a ending in a word. Can you tell me nominative and accusative case of it? Nominative case? Chashaka. Chashaka. This we have learned. Nominative case. And when is nominative case used? When it is a subject of the sentence. If chashaka is subject, chashakaha asti. What does that mean? Chashakah asti. There is a glass. Chashakaustah. There are glasses. Chashakaha santi. Many. Now we have learnt. Next, accusative. Chashakam. Chashakau. And Chashakan. Very good. Everyone remembers. Chashakan. There is a glass. Think. There is no glass, but think. Think that this is a glass. Just for the. Aham chashakam pashyami. Aham chashakam pashyami. What is the meaning? I see the glass. Aham chashakau pashyami. I see the glass. Aham chashakan pashyami. Yes. So everywhere chashakam, chashakau, chashakan. I said 3 sentences. Chashakam pashyami, chashakau pashyami, chashakan pashyami. What is the case of chashaka in that sentence? Which case is used? Which case was used in the sentence? Accusative. Why accusative was used? Because it is an object in the sentence. Yes? Got it? Nominative case when it is a subject. Accusative case when it is an object. Okay? Now, think that this is a glass. Please think that it is a glass. Chashakaha asti. Aham chashakam pashyami. Aham chashakena jalam pibami. Aham chashakena jalam pibami. New sentence I said this one. Yes. Aham chashakena jalam pibami. Aham jalam pibami. We have learned. Aham jalam pibami. Yes, what is the meaning aham jalam pibami? I drink water. Aham jalam pibami. But I added one more word to it now. Aham chashakena jalam pibami. So this chashaka is my instrument. It's for the action, isn't it? I am using that instrument to drink water. For my action, this word is instrument. Aham pashyami. Aham sarvan pashyami. Aham netrabhyam sarvan pashyami. Netrabhyam. I am using my 2 eyes as instrument to see all of you. Isn't it? Aham netrabhyam pashyami. Chashakena jalam pibami. Netrabhyam pashyami. Hastabhyam karatadanam karomi. Aham hastabhyam karatadanam. Karatadanam means clapping. Karatadanam karomi. Hastabhyam netrabhyam. Aham karnabhyam shrunomi. Aham karnabhyam shrunomi. What can be the meaning? By 2 ears. By 2 ears. Yes? So everywhere I am doing the action. Aham shrunomi. I listen. And the instrument which I am using to listen is ear. The instrument which I am using to clap? Hands. The instrument which I am using to see? Eyes. But there are two hands, 2 eyes. So I said, wait, let me write it here now. Chashakena chashakabhyam Chashakabhyam. I'm too thirsty. I drank water, second glass. I want many glasses, I'm too thirsty. Then I'm using many glasses. Just imaginary, yeah? Just imaginary. I'll take same glass for drinking again and again. But I'm too thirsty, I'm using 1, 2, 3 glasses. Then I will say, Aham chashakaihi jalam pibami. Chashakaihi. So, chashakena, chashakabhyam, chashakaihi is instrumental case. When the object is instrument, in the sentence, aham is subject, jalam is object, and chashaka is instrument for drinking water. I am using that instrument to drink water. Then I use instrumental case. Nominative, accusative and instrumental. The third case which we are learning today. Yes. I am going to tell you immediately. Just wait for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am using it as instrument. Now, if the word is balaka, we have learned balaka word. What will be the instrumental case of balaka? Balake na. Not na. Balake na. Alright? Balake na. But because there is there is yeah. So na changes to na. I told you yesterday that in the same word, if there is ru or ra, na changes to na. Then now everyone has to have the question, why it's not changing here? Chashakan. Why it is not changing here? It should be chashakan here also. But as per the rule the na changes to na, so it's not changing here.
Because the K.
No, K is there, it is allowed. And K is there and K is here also. Yes, say it loudly, say it loudly. After no, there is no vowel. E, U, etc. So this na doesn't change. Chashakan, in accusative plural, it will be no. But here chashakena, because there is a at the end. If there is a vowel added with na, then only na changes to no. Na changes to no. If there is some vowel, it can be any vowel. It can be E, Falani and Sharirani. It can be E vowel, it can be a vowel, it can be a vowel. But if there is some vowel, then only na changes to na. I have written this as there is some vowel. Yes? If there is some vowel, then only na changes to na. If there is nothing after no vowel, then it doesn't change. So chashakan, accusative plural will be chashakan without no, and instrumental singular will be chashakena because of a at the end. प्रवेश जी, तुमच्यासाठी थोडं परत 2 मिनिटांनी मराठीत बोलते. आज तुम्ही ऑनलाईन आहात. Is that clear? You did not ask me. She asked me a question, chashakena, dot or no dot. But why not no to no here? So I explained it that if there is no sound after no change. If there is a or a or e or u or any vowel after na, then na changes to na. So when do you use instrumental case? When do we use instrumental case? When the action needs some instrument, something we are using, some instrument we are using to do that action. I see, I use my eyes to see. I go, I use my vehicle to go. So my vehicle will take instrumental case. Are you getting it? I sit. No, but chair will not take instrumental case. That you will learn later. I talk. And I use my phone to talk. My phone is instrumental case. I have to use instrumental case of my phone. I write and I use pen. Pen to write. So my pen has to be in instrumental case. I use Sudha Khanda. This is called as Sudha Khanda. The word for chalk is Sudha Khanda. Sudha means Sudha. Sudha tukda asतो म्हणून Sudha Khanda म्हणतात त्याला. Sudha Khanda. So this is my instrument to write. So it will be used in instrumental case. Yes, what will be instrumental of Sudha Khanda? What will be instrumental of Sudha Khanda? Sudha Khande? No, because there is no r portion. Sudha Khande? No. Let me write the word. Sudha Khande? No, because can you see r portion here? No. So no. Sudha Khande? No. Aham Sudha Khandena likhami. Sudha Khandena. I am using my hand. Aham Hastena likhami. Hastena. If I am using two hands, then aham Hastabhyam likhami. Hastena. Dual will be Hastabhyam and plural will be Hastaihi. So in singular we add ena, in dual we add bhya, and in plural we add I with visarga, aihi. Hastena, Hastabhyam, Hastaihi. Hastena, Hastabhyam, Hastaihi. Chashakena, Chashakabhyam, Chashakaihi. Sudha Khandena, Sudha Khandabhyam, Sudha Khandaihi. Balakena, Balakabhyam, Balakaihi. Netrena, Netrabhyam, Netraihi. And best thing is that instrumental case is same for masculine and neuter words. Both same instrumental case. We wrote all the words which are masculine, but netra is a neuter word. Netra also has same form in instrumental. So netre, netrena, netrabhya, netraihi. So in masculine and in neuter, the instrumental case is same, no change, same forms in masculine and neuter. Accusative was different. Yes? Nominative was different, but instrumental case is same in masculine and neuter words. Is that clear? Yes. Now everyone has to choose 5 words from the list which we have done. masculine and neuter words. The first list where we wrote 10 words. Choose 5 words, any masculine or neuter, and write instrumental case of it till I explain in Marathi for the other student. Till then, you will choose any 5 words from the first day list. We made a list of masculine 10 words. We made a list of neuter 10 words. So choose any 5 words, masculine and neuter, any 5 words, and write instrumental case. Only instrumental case, no other cases. Only instrumental. For example, if I choose Surya, there is a word Surya in the list. So Surye, no, Surya, ya, Suryaihi. I'll write only instrumental of any 5 words, masculine and neuter together. Is that clear? Yes? Write it. Ramesh ji, तुम्ही बोलू शकताय का? मला आवाज येत नाही आहे तुमचा. ठीक आहे, मी तुमच्यासाठी पटकन सांगते. तुम्हाला बोलता येते की नाही मला माहिती नाही, पण तुम्ही हे ऑन करायचा प्रयत्न करताय. तर आज आपण ही तृतीया विभक्ती शिकलो. तृतीया विभक्ती कधी वापरायची? तर तृतीया विभक्तीचा वापर हा साधन, इन्स्ट्रुमेंट म्हणजे साधन, साधनासाठी आपण तृतीया विभक्ती वापरतो. त्यामुळे ग्लास हे माझं पाणी पिण्याचं साधन, म्हणून मी चषक घेणं अशी त्याची तृतीया विभक्ती वापरली. चषकः चषकौ चषकाः चषकं चषकौ चषकान् एवढा आपण मागच्या आठवड्यात शिकलो होतो प्रथम आणि द्वितीय विभक्ती. आज आपण त्याच्यात काय नवीन घातलं तर आपण त्याच्यात आता तृतीया विभक्ती ॲड केली. चषकेण असं आपण म्हणतो. त्यामुळे चषकेण, अहम चषकेण जलम पिबामि, मी 1 ग्लासने पाणी पिते. किंवा मी 2 ग्लासने पाणी पित असेल तर अहम चषकाभ्याम जलम पिबामि. किंवा मी खूप सारे ग्लास वापरत असेल तर अहम चषकैहि जलम पिबामि. अशी वाक्य तयार होतील. म्हणजे तृतीया विभक्ती कशासाठी वापरायची तर ते साधन असलं पाहिजे. मी बघते, मी बघण्याचं साधन काय तर माझे डोळे. मग मी अहम नेत्राभ्याम पश्यामी, मी 2 डोळ्यांनी बघते, पण नेत्राभ्याम द्विवचनात आलं आणि द्विवचनात भ्याम लावतो म्हणून नेत्राभ्याम पश्यामी. प्रवेशजी आहात का? मध्येच लेफ्ट झाला होता तुमच्याकडे. असाल तर मी परत रिपीट करणार नाही तर नाही. मला मी समज बोललेलं ऐकू येत आहे ना? मी बोललेलं मला नाही ऐकू येते काही. मी बोललेलं तुम्हाला ऐकू येत असावं. Can you tell me one word which you have chosen?
Chandra.
Chandra. Tell me instrumental. Yes.
Chandrena.
Chandrena. Chandrena. There is ro.
Chandrabhyam. Chandraihi.
Perfect. Can you tell me one word which you have chosen? No. Can you tell me one word which you have chosen? Only one word you have taken. Any one word. Any one word. Anyone, masculine, feminine, neuter, anyone. Deepaihi, deepena, deepabhyam, deepaihi. No, no. So no. Deepena. Can you tell me one word you have chosen? Buddhena. Buddhabhyam. Buddhaihi. Perfect. Snehata ji, can you tell me one word which you have chosen? Any one word. Yes. कुठलाही एक शब्द तुम्ही लिहिलेला.
मी आता रिपीट केलं आता जे रिपीट झाले तेच लिहिले.
बरं तेच सांगा मग.
चंद्र चंद्रेन चंद्र चंद्रभ्या
चंद्रेण.
चंद्रेन.
सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं संस्कृतमध्ये असतं जे लिहितो ते प्रॉनाउन्स करायचं आणि जे प्रॉनाउन्स करू ते लिहायचं. तुम्ही न म्हणताय का न म्हणताय? न म्हणताय. आणि लिहिलेला पण न पाहिजे आणि तोंडाने पण न चाला पाहिजे. न नळाचं नाही. बाळातला न.
चंद्र.
चंद्रेण. कारण र आलाय ना त्यामुळे चंद्रेण. तो म्हणा तोंडाने पण.
चंद्र चंद्रेन.
म्हण.
चंद्रेन.
परफेक्ट.
चंद्राभ्या चंद्रेहि.
चंद्रैहि.
चंद्रैहि.
करेक्ट.
शिष्यतेन.
शिक्षकेण.
शिक्षराभ्याम.
Yes.
शिक्षरैहि.
शिक्षकैहि.
शिक्षकैहि.
Yes. Which one did you choose? Which word?
लोकेन.
Lokeन. Lokabhyam. Dual. Which is not there in Pali. We have something special. So don't go directly from here. You are directly going to plural like Pali. But in Sanskrit you have to have dual. So Lokena, Lokabhyam, Lokaihi.
Okay.
Perfect. Which word did you choose?
Devena.
Yes.
Devayam.
Yes.
Devahi.
Good. Yes. Which one? Say the same word if it is same. Say any word. Surye. No. Suryabhyam. Can you see? There is A here also and there is A here also. So both Suryabhyam. Suryaihi. Yes. Which one will you choose? Kakena. Yes. Kakaihi. We say he. Yes. Yes. Which one will you choose? Perfect. Yam. Harina. Yam. Double A. Here also A. Here also A. Harina. Yam. Naihi. He. We say he at the end because it's I. So Aihi. Harinaihi. Correct. Which one did you choose?
Vanena.
Which one?
Vanena.
Vanena. Okay. Vanena.
Vana.
Bhyam. Bhya. Do not say b and ya. Say bhya. It's BH. Bhyam. Correct. Yes. Vanabhyam.
Vanaihi.
Vanaihi. Good. Anyone online wants to say? Anyone is interested to say? Yes. Yellow. Say. I can't hear anyone. I don't know what's the problem. Is the problem with at my end that I can't hear anyone, or is the problem at your end? Can you hear me? Can you all hear me? Definitely, because half an hour otherwise you would have told me, ma'am, we can't hear you. So you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Wait. Can you? Yes, now I can hear you. Yes, you know say. He. Okay. Do you have your Avlan Shatak text with you right now? Anyone has the text with you? By chance, if you have the text with you. Anyone? You have started learning the text? Yes, sir. In your first line, Rajamatraihi. Rajamatraihi. The first line, Rajamatraihi, is instrumental plural. Rajamatraihi. First line, Pauraihi. Again, instrumental plural. Pauraihi. Then there is a big list. Sarthavahaihi, Devaihi, Nagaihi, Yakshaihi, Asuraihi, Garudaihi. All the words are used in instrumental plural. Kinnaraihi, Mahoragaihi. How many words you have already learned in instrumental case? First line itself. And all the words. Can you see here? Chashakaihi, same like Sarthavahaihi, Devaihi, Nagaihi, Asuraihi, Garudaihi. Everywhere you can see instrumental case used. I just want to show you that what I am teaching you, you are using it in your text. Okay? It's there. You have to search it. Okay? And I did not ask you whether the word is masculine or neuter because both have same forms. So I did not ask you Chandra, Surya, you said Vana, Kaka, Harina, different words you said. I did not ask you because both words, masculine and neuter, are having same forms in instrumental case. Now what is left? What we did not learn? Feminine. Instrumental feminine we have to learn. So let us take one feminine word. So let me take the word Lata. We have learned feminine word Lata. Can you say in nominative case of Lata? Lata, Late, Lata. In nominative case. What is accusative case? We have learned accusative also. Lata, not Latam, Lata, Late, Lata. Only M is added in singular, otherwise the forms are same. Yes, we have already learned. So let us learn the instrumental case. The ya. In feminine, it is ya, which is added to the root ending in a. Lata changes to lata and then ya is added. A changes to a while adding ya. Lata ya. Dual is same as masculine. In masculine also we were adding dhya. So here also we are adding bhyam. Latabhyam. Latayam. Latabhyam. And in plural it is lata. No, not same as masculine. We are he. Latabhi. Latayam. Latabhyam. Latabhi. Lataya. Everyone has to repeat after me. Lataya. Latabhyam. Latabhi. Suppose I am using.
No.
Am I using this? Am I using it? Yes. For what I am using it? To smell. Okay. To smell. If I am using, if I have flower or something. Jigrami. Jigrami is to smell. Jigrami. And what is my instrument for smell? Nose. The word for nose is nasika. Nasika is the word for nose ending in a, feminine word. Nasika. If I want to say that I smell with my nose, then which case should I use? Of nasika, nose, which case should I use? Instrumental case, because that is my instrument for smell. So I have to use instrumental. So what will be nasika in instrumental? Nasikaya. Aham nasikaya gandham jigrami. Aham nasikaya gandham jigrami. Jigrami is to smell. Jigrami. Nasikaya. What will be dual of nasikaya? Here you change A to A. Here there is no change. Here there is no change. Lata, same. Only tham and bhi is added. So nasikaya, nasikabhya, nasikabhi. Nasika, nasikaya, nasikabhya, nasikabhi. Suppose it is balika. Again ending in our feminine. Balika. Balikaya. I'm very hungry. I want to eat fruits, but I want something to cut my fruits. I need something to cut my fruits, and that instrument which we use to cut the fruits is churika. 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 I use churika to cut my fruits. Yes? Then which case I have to use of churika? Instrument, because that is my instrument to cut my fruits. So what is instrumental of churika? Churikaya. I'll say the sentence now. Listen. Aham churikaya falani kartayami. Kartayami. Kartayami is to cut. Kartayami. Aham churikaya falani kartayami. So I cut the fruits with the knife. Churikaya. What will be dual? Churikabhyam. Churikabhyam. And what will be plural? Churikabhi. Churikabhi. Churikaya. Churikabhyam. Churikabhi. word ending in a, mala. We have learned mala. Can you tell me the instrumental case of mala? Malaya, Malaya, Malayi. Yes, good. Malaya, Malabhyam, Malayi. We have learned one more word, Vatika. Vatika. Ending in a, feminine word. Can you tell me instrumental case of Vatika? Vatikaya, Vatikayam, Vatikali. Very good. So everyone has learned instrumental case in masculine, feminine and neuter. Today we learned instrumental case. Okay? Now let us go to some other topic. I'll come back to all cases later, don't worry. I'll repeat the cases again and again, don't worry about it. Now, in Sanskrit, we have noun forms. Like ending in a, ending in a, masculine, feminine, neuter. We have verb forms. But there are some words which do not have forms. They do not change. They do not change. Those words are called as indeclinables. Indeclinables. Yes. I thought you are not online, you are not offline.
No, I got to read because of some book.
Okay. We finished instrumental case. So you can listen to the recording later and just find out. So we will start with indeclinables now. What is indeclinable? Like for example, we have the word Buddha and we decline the word Buddha. Buddha, Buddha, Buddhaha in nominative. Buddham, Buddha, Buddhan in accusative. Buddhena, Buddhabhyam, Buddhaihi in instrumental. We have learned it. But there are some words which are not changed, but they are used in the sentence. For example, let me give you a simple example. Aham jalam na pibami. What does that mean? Aham jalam na pibami. I do not drink water. So not. The word is no. The word is no. And this no word has no forms. It's indeclinable. So don't add aha, au, aha, etc. No will remain no in every case. Aham jalam na pibami, avam jalam na pibavaha, vayam jalam na pibamaha. Singular, dual, plural, first person, second person, third person. Use in any sentence. No will be no. Because it is indeclinable. So no change. The words which are called indeclinable, they do not change their form. No will be used as no. There is one more word which is cha. Cha. Now cho, what is the meaning of cho? We need to know what is cho. Yes, the meaning is and. Everyone knows the meaning. Buddhaha tathagataha cho. Buddhaha tathagataha cho. So the important rule about usage of cho is that the cho doesn't come in the middle. It comes at the end. And if you use like English in the middle, use it again at the end. So I'll write to understand. Buddhaha cho and tathagataha. I want to say Buddha and tathagata go somewhere. If I say Buddha cho, tathagataha, I have to again add cho. Because cho has to be there at the end. So option is you don't put it in the middle. That is option. Buddhaha Tathagataha cha, correct. Buddhaha cha Tathagataha cha, correct. But if you don't put this Buddhaha cha Tathagataha, then it's wrong. Cha doesn't come only in the middle in Sanskrit. Either add it after each and every word or add it at the end. Suppose I add some more names. Shanti Dev. Shanti, here I can see the names. Shanti Devaha. Shanti Devaha, Buddhaha, Tathagataha, Cha. Otherwise, Shanti Devaha Cha, Buddhaha Cha, Tathagataha Cha. I go on adding some other name. Nagarjunaha. Nagarjunaha Cha, Shanti Devaha Cha, Buddhaha Cha, Tathagataha Cha. Add it after each. Or add it at the end only once. The rule about cha. The rule about cha is either add it after each word, after each constituent, or add it at the end only once. It's your choice. Do you want to say Shanti Devaha Cha, Buddhaha Cha, Tathagataha Cha? Or if you want to say Shanti Devaha, Buddhaha, Tathagataha Cha. But like English, and in the middle, only in the middle is not allowed. That's the rule of cha. But cha is also indeclinable. So cha will not have chaha, chahu, che, etc. Like buddha, buddho, buddhaha, chaha, chahu, che will not happen. Cha will be cha. It is also indeclinable. There is one more indeclinable which is called as Va. Va means or. Va. And this is also used like cha. Same like cha. Meaning is or, but usage is same like cha. So add it Shanti Devaha Va, Buddhaha Va, Tathagataha Va, or Shanti Devaha, Buddhaha, Tathagataha Va. Usage is like cha. Meaning is or. Shanti Devaha Va, Buddhaha Va, Atra Staha. Shanti Devaha Va, Buddhaha Va, Atra Staha. Either Shanti Deva or Buddha. Okay? Then there is one more indeclinable, Eva. Eva is emphatic, which tells you something, emphasizes. For example, Buddhaha eva mahan devaha. Buddhaha eva mahan devaha. So what does that mean? I emphasize on Buddha is the only great God. Buddhaha eva. Only. Buddhaha eva mahan devaha. Aham netrabhyam na pashyami. Aham upanetrena eva pashyami. Aham netrabhyam na pashyami. Aham upanetrena eva pashyami. Unable to see with my eyes. So upanetra, I use upanetra. Aham upanetrena eva pashyami. Because I am unable to see with my eyes, I have to use my specs. Upanetrena eva pashyami.
बरोबर अनुस्वर नाही
एवं एवं नाही आहे एवं वेगळं असतं एवं म्हणजे अशा प्रकारे आपण शिकतोय आता तो एव एव म्हणजे तेच च आपण मराठीत च लावतो ना बुद्धच महान देव आहे तो बुद्धच असं जर आपल्याला म्हणायचं असेल तो जो च लावतो तो एव आहे अहमेव ग्रंथम पठामि व्हॉट डज दॅट मीन अहमेव ग्रंथम पठामि आवाज येतो कोणाचा तरी मोबाईल किंवा कसला तरी आवाज येतोय सारखा. ओके, व्हॉट डज दॅट मीन? अहमेव ग्रंथम पठामि. I only read the book. Aham grantham eva pathami. What does that mean?
I read the book only.
Yes. Aham grantham eva pathami. So I added eva with grantham now. Aham jalam pibami. Aham jalam eva pibami. So aham jalam eva pibami. What does that mean? I drink only water. And aham eva jalam pibami. I only drink water. I only drink water means no one else is drinking water. And aham jalam eva pibami means I am drinking only water, nothing else. So eva emphasizes the word with which it is used. Getting it? If you are using eva, it emphasizes only with the word which it is used. Aham jalam eva pibami. Let me write the example. Aham jalam eva pibami means I drink only water. That means I drink only water, nothing else. I do not drink tea, I do not drink coffee, fruit juice, nothing else. Aham jalam eva pibami. So this eva is used with jalam, so it emphasizes jalam. I drink only water, no juice, no tea, no coffee. But if I say aham eva jalam pibami, if eva is used here, the meaning changes. What is the meaning? I only drink water. Only I drink water, no one else. Because eva is used with aham now. So eva emphasizes aham. Aham eva jalam pibami. Ujjwala na pibati. Aham eva jalam pibami. Ujjwala na pibati. I am the only one who drinks water. Ujjwala doesn't drink. Are you getting the usage of eva? It is emphatic towards the word with which it is added. आपण मराठीत त्याला अगदी सहज अनुवाद करतो. मीच पाणी पिते आणि मी पाणीच पिते.
Is there an exception to the free word order? The word?
Yes. It will be exception to free word order. So, as I said, free word order, there is some, as I said that day, if you remember, free word order with some limitations. So, especially with the word like eva, you can't put it anywhere. Then the meaning changes. If you are using it in some other case. There is one more indeclinable, which is api. Api. Also. Aham api jalam pibami. So she drinks water. Sa jalam pibati. Aham api jalam pibami. I also drink water. Sa jalam pibati. Aham api jalam pibami. Chhatraha jalam pibanti. Aham api jalam pibami. Chhatraha vakyam likhanti. Aham api vakyam likhami. Again, api can be used with any word. Aham vakyam api likhami.
So will it follow?
Yes, with which it is used. Aham vakyam api likhami. What does that mean? So I write something else and I write sentence also. So again, the word will go with the word with which you are using it. Api can be used with any noun. Aham jalam api pibami. Aham api jalam pibami. Are you getting the difference? No. Aham jalam api pibami. What does that mean? Aham jalam api pibami.
I drink also
Water. I drink also water. I drink water also. But if I say, if I put api here, aham api jalam pibami. I also drink water. So she drinks water, I also drink water. Eva is only and api is also. But again, emphasize on the word with which it is used.
So the meaning is different.
Meaning is different, definitely, because aham jalam api pibami. So what does that mean? Aham jalam api pibami. I drink also water. Means I drink tea, I drink coffee, and I drink also water. But aham api jalam pibami. All of them are drinking water, and I also drink water. I'm not talking about tea, coffee here. I'm not saying tea, coffee, etc. But I'm giving you the example here. So, api, eva, cha, na, va, all these are indeclinables. They are indeclinables. So, they do not change their forms. So, we have already written ka kaha jalam pibati, our old sentence. Ka kaha jalam pibati. Now add ka kaha harinaha va jalam pibati. Or add there, you are making big sentences, you are practicing to make big sentences. So ka kaha harinaha va jalam pibati. Now add adjective to it. Adjective to ka kaha. How is ka kaha? Krishnaha ka kaha. And how is harina? Sundaraha harinaha va jalam pibati. Add adjectives to it, so our sentence becomes long. We have learned indeclinables today to make our sentences longer. Api, eva, cha, na, va. Feeling sleepy? Hey? Hey? Feeling sleepy? Did not sleep at night? हे एव शयनं करोति. हे एव शयनं करोति. वर्गे स्वपिति. Okay. So it's just usage because no forms of cha, na, va, api. Some more. So param, parantu. All have same meaning. Tu, param, parantu. What is the meaning? Param, parantu, tu. All have same meaning. Indeclinables. Yes. What can be the meaning? Do you know the meaning? Param. But. Aham jalam pibami. Param. Jalam swachham nasti. Okay, let me write the sentence. Aham jalam pibami. Aham jalam pibami. Param jalam swachham nasti. Param jalam swachham nasti. Big sentence. Aham jalam pibami. Param jalam swachham nasti. What is aham jalam pibami? I drink water. Param. Param means but. Jalam swachham nasti. The water is not clean. Swachha is clean. I'm drinking water, but the water is not clean. Not clean. Swachha is clean. It's adjective of jalam. So jalam and swachham, same gender, same case, same number. Because it's adjective. And what is nasti? Nasti is na plus asti. We have learned asti. We have learned na. Yeah. So there is a. Add a with a and you get a. So nasti is a plus a. Na asti. Jalam swachham na asti. is jalam swachham nasti. How did we get nasti? A plus a. Again sandhi rule. Yesterday we learned one sandhi rule, ma. Today we are learning another sandhi rule. A plus a changes to a. Na asti. Na plus asti. A plus a. A plus a comes together to make it a. Suppose it is tava api. Tava api. Tava is your. Api is also. A plus a will give you a. So tavapi. Tavapi. Tava plus api. Tavapi. If it is mama plus api. Mama plus api. Mama pi. Suppose it is cha plus api. Cha plus api. Chapi. Na plus api. Na plus api. Napi. Eva plus api. Evapi. 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 Suppose it is va plus api. Va plus api. Vapi. Here we learn a plus a. There is already a here. Va plus a. A plus a again. Va. So vapi. Pi. Va api is vapi. That means, in short, a plus a gives you a. A plus a also gives you a. A plus a will also give you a. And a plus a will also give you a. That means short plus long, long. Long plus short, long. Short plus short, long. Long plus long, long. Did you understand? A plus a plus a plus a plus a also a. So final result is same, a. Long. Short plus long, long. Long plus short also long. Short plus short, long. And long plus long also long. And I gave you example, many examples. Va plus api. Then we give the example of a plus a. The word with ending yatha, yatha. Let me take example. Yatha. Yatha. Yatha plus api. Where is api? Yatha plus api. So this example is of this. A plus yathapi. And if I give you example of yatha and some words starting with a. Yatha. Okay, yesterday we learned word amram. Yatha amram. Yathamram. A plus a will give you a. So yathamram. So I gave you example of all four. I gave you a, all examples I gave you. And it's not only for a. It's for a, e, u, everywhere. So if it is e plus e, what will happen? E. Suppose it Long E. And suppose it is short. Long E, long E. Again it is long E. So remember short plus short, long.
Yes.
Long plus short, long. Short plus long, long. Long plus long, long. And same is for oo.
The same.
Yes, oo. What will be the result? Oo. Oo.
The same.
If it is oo plus oo, oo. If it is oo plus oo, oo. And if it is oo plus oo, oo. If someone will listen outside, what is this oo? So what is, it's easy, no? Yeah. It's very easy. Short plus long, long. Long plus short also long, short also long, and long also long. So everywhere it's long. With a, with E, with O. Actually with Ru also, but I will not tell you. Very difficult, so we will not discuss into difficult things. But let us start with the simple things. So very simple. If there are two words, tawa, api. Join them, tawapi. In Sanskrit, it is called as very important concept in Sanskrit, sandhi. Sandhi means euphonic combination, sounds coming together. Two sounds coming together and making some change while coming together. They make some changes. That's why in Sanskrit all words are joined together. Yeah. Just now we read Sarthava, Hair, Garudair, Asurair, add. That is Sandhi. There are Sandhi rules. We have not yet learned those Sandhi rules. But I am telling you simple Sandhi rules to start with. So there are Sandhis and lots of Sandhis in Sanskrit. In fact, actually Sandhi is not compulsory everywhere. But in Sanskrit you will see Sandhis used everywhere. In all your literature, Avdan Shatak, first line will have 20-30 Sandhis. Niti literature, you are reading Niti literature. One verse will have at least 5 Sandhis, 4 to 5 Sandhis in each verse. So in Sanskrit, everything is joined together. And the reason for that, do you know the reason for that? Because Sanskrit is very difficult. No, that's not the reason. You say tawa, api, tawa, api, tawa, api, tawa, api. 10 times you say tawa, api, tawa, api, tawa, api, tawa, api, tawa, api. We automatically go to tawa, api. So it's easier way for pronunciation. And people used to learn everything orally in earlier days. It was oral tradition. So simple way to mug up, simple way to remember. Join it, then it's easy to remember. Instead of saying tawa, api, tawapi, it's easy to remember. So people used to join everything together. Your first line, whatever you learn in your text, whatever you learn in your Buddhist text, first line will start with sandhis. First line itself. And sandhi is nothing but combination of two sounds. One sound, another sound coming together is sandhi. And just now, the sandhis which we learned are all called as vowel sandhis. Why vowel sandhis? Because they are all vowels. A, E, O, all are vowels. So these types of sandhis which we learned right now are all vowel sandhis. Okay? We have not yet learned other types. There are many types. Vowel sandhis, consonant sandhis, visarga sandhis. We'll learn them in future. But have you understood what I have taught right now? Yeah. Now there is one more last thing which I need to tell you. There is no space to write. Let me erase whatever is done till now. It's not actually sandhi but a sort of sandhi which we have actually learned. Suppose the word is tvam. Everyone knows the meaning of word tvam. Yes? What is the meaning of tvam? You. And if I am saying api, also. So I can join these two words also. So what will I write? Tvamapi. Actually, we have learnt it. What is this? This is ma. Ma is a consonant. This is a vowel. And ma plus a gives us ma. If it is ma plus a, it will give us ma. Ma. If it is ma plus e, me. Suppose tvam plus iti. Tvam plus iti. Tvamiti. So how will I write? Tva, me, iti. We have already learned this. This is just a combination of consonant with a vowel. Not a sandhi actually. But Sanskrit you have many times more. So that can be added with a vowel by which it is followed. And you can combine it. Tvamiti, tvamapi. Suppose it is tvam plus eva. Tvameva. So, tvameva. Got it? Clear? Yes. And also one type of sandhi. Ma. It can be ma, sa, ta, anything, but usually we get ma. In Sanskrit we have ma at the end. Jalam, pushpam, m, ma. Plus ma plus a, ma plus a, ma plus e, ma plus u, ma plus anything. Ma plus o. What will be ma plus o? Mo. Ma plus o will give you mo. Ma plus u. So simple. So we learned many sandhis today, isn't it?
Now long.
If it is long, ma. Actually, we learned. If you remember, right at the beginning, we learned ka, ki, who. Isn't it? We learned it. Yes. Same thing. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. That is all sandhi, sort of sandhi. Not exactly sandhi, sort of sandhi. So many sandhis we have learned. Good. Now all of you remember these sandhis, which we have already learned. I'm not going to teach you again the same thing. No? Please remember, my syllabus is too much. I have to make sure that you will be able to read your Sanskrit text. So if I am going to teach you the same thing again, then when will you learn Avadhan Shatak language? So I am not going to teach you the same thing again. Please write if you want to write in your notebook. Yes.
Ma'am, you told us that this is the second rule sandhi. But before, what you think?
We learned vowel sandhis, vowel plus vowel. This is not vowel plus vowel. This is consonant plus vowel. Yes. Tvam plus api, ma plus a. Ka, ga, are consonants. So ma is a consonant. Earlier, what we learned? A plus a. Vowel. It is vowel sandhi. But this is consonant plus vowel. That's the difference. And you have sandhis in Pali also. Yes? You have sandhis in Pali also. What do you say su agatam in Pali? Su agatam. Do we say swagatam in Pali? No? There is no word like swagatam. I don't know exactly. What is U plus A in Pali? You have sandhi in Pali also, that I know. But I don't know exact rules. I think they are same. So I told you. Have you learned sandhi in Pali? You have learned sandhi in Pali? So can you give me one example?
Sandhi शिकवलेलंच नाही
Adun nahi shikole. You have not yet learned it. Yes? You have not yet learned it. But there are sandhis in Pali?
Yes.
Your text has sandhis?
Yes.
Sandhi in, I know there is sandhi in Pali, but we in the first year we
You didn't learn.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Sanskrit uses sandhi a lot. So I started teaching you in the first year itself. Any doubt till now we have learned all this? Any doubt? Online कोण जॉईन झाले त्यांना कोणाला काही प्रश्न आहेत का? लक्ष्मीकांताजी, कॅन यू स्पीक? लक्ष्मीकांता, हा आवाज मागून निघाला येतोय. तुम्ही कुठे बाहेर आहात का? बरं, ठीक आहे. तुम्हाला फक्त पालीतली उदाहरणं विचारली असती. पालीत पण असंच होतं का? बरं, ठीक आहे. संधी हा विषय चालू. पालीत संधी असतात का एवढंच सांगा. आहेत ना? ओके. सो someone from our class who has done MA Pali, 2 years course, she is saying there are sandhis in Pali. So there are sandhis in Pali. If the rules are same or not, that you will learn when you learn both the languages. But what I know, basic knowledge I have, it's same. What I know, it's same. Okay. So we have learned indeclinables, we have learned few sandhis, we have learned instrumental case till now. And now I will start with the last topic of today. Okay? We have covered up to this. Now last topic of the day. वर्गे बालकः अस्ति. बालकः अस्ति. What is the meaning? बालकः अस्ति. बालकः अस्ति. Boy is. बालकः अस्ति. बालकाः सन्ति. बालकः अस्ति. Just think, no? बालकः अस्ति. Just think. There is someone. बालकः अस्ति. बालकः जलम् आवश्यकम् इति वदति. बालकः जलम् आवश्यकम् इति वदति. needs water. जलम् आवश्यकम् इति वदति. अहं बालकाय जलं यच्छामि. अहं बालकाय जलं यच्छामि. Yes, I give water to the boy. So aham is subject. What is object? Jalam. Jalam is object, and I used a word ba la ka ya, which we have not yet learned. Yes, balakaya is something which we have not yet learned. We have learned balakaha, balakam, balakena, but we have not yet learned balakaya. So what is balakaya? Aham balakaya jalam yachami. So balakaya is used in dative case. The fourth case. We have learned accusative and nominative in the last week. This week we have learned instrumental and we are learning dative now. So dative singular is balakaya. Balakaya. Then if there are two boys, again bhyam, same as instrumental. Balakabhyam. In instrumental also we have bhyam. In dative also we have bhyam. Balakaya, balakabhyam. And in plural, if there are many children, those who are thirsty and they want water from me, then I have to say balake bhyaha. बालकेभ्यः बालकेभ्यः बालकाय बालकाभ्यां बालकेभ्यः. Can you tell me buddha in dative? What will be buddha in dative? Buddhaya buddhabhyam and buddheyah. I have space at the end. Buddhebhyah, buddhaya, buddhabhyam, buddhebhyah. Kako, kako. What will be dative case of kako? Kaya, Her and ya. Say it together. Bhyaha. Kakebhyaha. ते आपण जे 6 तौते लिहिले ना, 6 तौते काय लिहिले आपण नॉमिनेटिव्ह लिहिले, त्याचं डेटिव्ह तेभ्यः. तेभ्यः काकेभ्यः, दोज क्रोज. आपण 6-7 तौते लिहिले ना, त्याचं चतुर्थी तेभ्यः होणार.
ज्ञानचा अर्थ काय? ज्ञान म्हणजे काय?
भ्याम हा प्रत्यय आहे, द्विवचनात लागणारा. द्विवचनात लागतो. बालकाभ्याम, बालक प्लस भ्याम, बालकाभ्याम. भ्यामला अर्थ काय? चतुर्थीचा अर्थ काय आहे? तोच अर्थ भ्यामला द्विवचनात. मुलाला असा आपण मराठीचा अनुवाद केला होता. इन इंग्लिश इफ वी आर ट्रान्सलेटिंग वी से टू द बॉय और फॉर द बॉय. Yes. So dative case we usually translate in English as for or to. Instrumental we usually translate in English with the word with or by. With and by is used for instrumental case. In English we don't have cases, so we add prepositions. In English you have preposition with by for instrumental case. In English you have for, to for dative case. Usually there are some more, but usually.
So ma'am, which dative have to plus indirect object?
Yes, this is indirect object also.
Also
Yes. Just now the sentence which I said, aham balaya, aham balakaya jalam yachami. So this is verb, this is subject of the sentence, this is direct object, and this is called as indirect object in English. To learn Sanskrit, they call it as indirect object, which is used in dative case.
so they ask it's not suitable for all verbs. Some verbs.
Few verbs, basically for to give. It will be used not many, very few in the meaning of to give.
Yes.
To offer, to give.
It is same.
Only if this meaning you get, then only you can have direct and indirect object.
It's the same image.
Yes. Few words, very few words. आपण मराठीत ह्याला प्रवेशजी मिनिटात परत सांगते आता. आपण मगाशी बरेच सारे संधी पाहिले, संधी सोपे होते, तुम्हाला कळले असतील. अ प्लस अ, आ, ई प्लस ई, ई, म प्लस अ, म प्लस आ, मा, असे सगळे संधी पाहिले आपण. ते फार अवघड नव्हते. त्याच्या आधी आपण काही अव्यय पाहिले. इनडिक्लाइनेबल म्हणजे अव्यय. अव्यय म्हणजे ज्यांच्यात व्यय होत नाही, म्हणजे ज्यांच्यात बदल होत नाही ते. च, एव, न, इति, अपि अशी आपण काही पाहिली मगाशी. ते आता जे आपण सुरू केले ती चतुर्थी विभक्ती सुरू केली आहे. चतुर्थी विभक्ती कधी वापरायची, कशासाठी वापरायची? तर ज्याला देतो आपण, ज्याला काहीतरी वस्तू दिली जाते, जी वस्तू दिली जाते ती वस्तू ऑब्जेक्ट होते, कर्म होते. पण ज्याला देतो तो पदार्थ जो आहे ज्याला देतो तो चतुर्थीत वापरला जातो, म्हणजे डेटिव्ह केस होते. आपण त्याला मराठीत तुला, त्याला वगैरे म्हणतो, त्याला चतुर्थी विभक्ती म्हणतात. आपण मागच्या आठवड्यात प्रथमा आणि द्वितीय विभक्ती शिकलो, कर्ता आणि कर्मासाठी वापरायची. आज आपण तृतीय आणि चतुर्थी विभक्ती शिकलो. तृतीय वापरायची साधनासाठी आणि चतुर्थीला व्हॉट डू यू से इन पाली? संप्रदानच म्हणतात ना. इट्स संप्रदान. एक्झॅक्टली सेम. संप्रदान इज द सेम वर्ड फॉर चतुर्थी विभक्ती. इन पाली यू से संप्रदान, isn't it? Do you say Sampradana in Pali? No, you don't know. It's called Sampradana in Pali also and in Sanskrit also. Dative case is used for Sampradana. And now very interesting part, that again dative is same for masculine and neuter. It is same for masculine and neuter. So neuter word, if I take, here I have taken one o. Let me take one o. Ending in a, but a neuter word. What will be dative? Banaya. Banaya. Banayam. Banebhyah. So dative case is also same in masculine and neuter. Instrumental also same, dative also same. So if it is mitra, we have learned the word mitra. I offer something to my mitra, to my friend, mitra. I have to use mitra in dative case. So what will be the form? Mitraya. I offer water to sun. So Surya. Surya. Use it in dative. Surya. Perfect. Suryaya. 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 Suryabhyam. Suryebhyah. We have some festival in India where we offer milk to Chandra, moon. We offer milk to the moon. So Chandra, I'm offering something to Chandra, moon. So what will it take you? Chandraya. Chandraya. Very good. Everyone has learned it. And it's same in masculine and neuter. So what is left to learn? What is left to learn? Feminine. Feminine dative is not yet learned. So let us learn last topic, feminine dative. So again let's take the same word, Lata. We have learned the word. Surya is sun. Sun. S-U-N, sun. Lata is a feminine word. Lata is a feminine word. And feminine is not same as masculine and neuter. Little change. So what is the change? Lata. Yay. Lata yay. Means to Lata or for Lata. Lata yay. Then it is same in Lata. Yes, it's same here. Latabhyam. Same. And here it is lata bhyaha. So bhyaha, same bhyaha is added. Latayai,
So
latabhya. No latebhya. In masculine and neuter you have ebhyaha. In feminine it's only bhyaha. Lata, there is already a, just add bhyaha. In masculine and feminine neuter it changes to a, not in feminine. Latayai, latabhyam, latabhyaha. One more word ending in a. Balika. Say balika. Yay. Balika. Balika. One more word ending in a. Shik. Shika. Shikshika. Teacher. I give something to my teacher. Shikshika. Yay. Shikshika. Perfect. So yai, bhyam and bhyaha. In feminine we add yai, bhyam and bhyaha to the word. Easy. No change. Yai, bhyam and bhyaha. Yes, online someone was asking some doubt. Who said ma'am in between just a minute back? Wanted to know something? नाही म्हणलं मला ते काहीतरी डाऊट होता. Okay, you are just revising, no doubt. Okay, someone was repeating after me. That's okay. I have to make you repeat after me. So let us now say one word. Let us now say one noun in masculine, in nominative, accusative, instrumental and dative. One noun in feminine, in nominative, accusative, instrumental and dative. And one noun in neuter, nominative, accusative, instrumental and dative. Let us say one noun each. Let us take one noun, only one noun. A new noun we will choose, which we have not said till now. We did not say it today. That type of noun we will say. Which noun we did not say today? Let us take, okay, Sarpa or Ashwa. I was thinking Ashwa. Do you know the meaning of Ashwa? Horse. Ashwa, a masculine noun, ending in a. So say nominative. Ashwa, Ashwau, Ashwaha. First, nominative. Then second, accusative. Ashwam, Ashwau, Ashwan. Ashwam, Ashwau, Ashwan. Now say instrumental. Ashwena, Ashwana, Ashwaihi. Perfect. And now dative. Ashwaya, Ashwaya. Yes, we said one noun in masculine, in nominative, accusative, instrumental and dual. We said 4 cases. We have learned 4 cases now. Yes, nominative, accusative, instrumental and dative. And we said only one noun, Ashwa. Now let us take one noun in neuter. Which noun we take in neuter? Let us take Kamala. We have not said Kamala today. Kamala. What is meaning of Kamala? Lotus. Use it in nominative, accusative, instrumental and dual. Kamal is neuter noun. So, Kamalam, Kamalale, Kamalani. Nominative. After that, accusative. So it is same. Kamalam, Kamale, Kamalani, Kamalam, Kamale, Kamalani. Same in nominative and accusative. After that, very good. Correct. Kamalaihi, Kamalena, Kamalabhyam, Kamalaihi. Next is Kamalaya, Kamalaya, Kamalaya. Perfect. So we said one word in neuter. Now let us take one word in feminine. Which word we did not say today? Mala. Mala. Say it in 4 cases. Mala. Malam. Don't say malam. Malam is there. Just add more. Malam, not malam. Malam. Malam, male, malam. Not malan. It's not masculine. Malaha. Same as nominative. Malam, male, malaha. Say instrumental. Malaya, now say dative. Very good. So we learned 4 cases. Nominative, accusative, instrumental, dative. Nominative is used for the subject. Accusative is used for the object. Instrumental case is used for the instrument, which we use for the action. And sampradana we use to someone, for someone, then we use dative case. We have learned 4 cases: nominative, accusative, instrumental, dative, and their usages. Now there are 3 more or 4 more we have to learn: ablative, genitive, locative, and vocative. That we will do in the next week. Okay. So my question is: any doubt up to now? Whatever we have learned. We started with, I'll just repeat quickly for everyone. We started with vowels and consonants. We started with vowels, consonants, combinations. We started with clusters of vowels, consonants coming together without a vowel insertion. That all we did at the beginning, romanization of that. Then we started with present tense. Verb forms. We learned 9 verb forms of present tense of 1st class, 4th class, 6th class and 10th class verbs. That we have finished. Then we learned 15 sentences out of 9 forms which we learned. We learned to make 15 sentences from each verb. Aham pibami, avam pibamaha, vayam pibamaha, etc. Then we learned masculine, feminine and neuter forms in 4 cases. Nominative, accusative, instrumental, dative. Then we have learned few indeclinables. Cha, eva, api, tu, param, parantu, etc. Then we learned few adjectives. Yes, very good. He reminded. We have learned how to use adjectives. Adjectives are always same with noun in 3 cases. What are those 3 key things? Gender, number, and case. That we learned. Then we learned today few sandhi rules, euphonic combinations. Then we learned na changing to na in the same word. Any other topic which we have covered? Any other topic which we have covered? Anyone remembers, like he said just now? I forgot adjective we have learned. Any other topic?
To do and to be.
Yeah, asa and kru. Irregular verbs. Even if they are not 1, 4, 6, 10, we learned them separately. Asa and kru. Very good. Anything else we have done? I don't remember. But we have learned many topics, isn't it? Yes, many topics. And you need to practice all of them. So now, today's homework. You get 1 week to do homework now, isn't it? So today's homework. Choose any 2 words in masculine, any 2 words in feminine, and any 2 words in neuter, and write 4 cases which we have learned. Just now you said in the class. But do we have any table in our book where all 4 are written together? No. Separately written, but not together. But just now you said it together. Nominative, accusative, instrumental, and dative. So same way you have to write. Choose any 2 nouns in masculine, in feminine, and in neuter, and write 4 cases. Nominative, accusative, instrumental, and dative. This is your first homework. I am giving you 2 homeworks today. This is your first homework.
Yeah.
And the second homework is choose any 1 verb. Choose any 1 verb, each from 1st class, 4th class, 6th class, and 10th class. Any 1 verb from each class. 1 from 1st class, 1 from 4th class, 1 from 6th class, and 1 from 10th class. And write 9 forms in present tense of those 4 verbs. So total verbs 4. Because 1 from each, 1, 4, 6, 10. So write present tense of those 4 verbs. So there are 2 homeworks today. One homework is related to nouns and the other homework is related to verbs. Clear? And you get 1 week time to do that. हाँ रमेश जी तुमच्यासाठी परत एकदा सांगते. तुम्हाला होमवर्क काय करायचं आहे? अभ्यास करायचा आहे. कुठलेही 2 पुल्लिंगाचे शब्द, कुठलेही 2 नपुंसकलिंगाचे शब्द आणि कुठलेही 2 स्त्रीलिंगाचे शब्द घ्यायचे. आता आपण जे वर्गात म्हणलं ना, समजा बालक घेतला, त्याची आपण प्रथमा, द्वितीया, तृतीया आणि चतुर्थी अशा 4 विभक्ती म्हणल्या. त्या 4 एकत्र लिहायच्या. बालका, बालको, बालका, बालक, बालका, बालका, बालके, बालका, बालकी, बालकाने, बालका, बालकी. असं कुठलेही 2-2 शब्द प्रत्येक लिंगातले घेऊन त्याच्या 4 विभक्ती लिहायच्या. हा एक होमवर्क. आणि दुसरा आहे तो आहे धातूंचा. आपण 4 टाइप्सचे धातू शिकू. पहिला गण, चौथा गण, 6वा गण आणि 10वा गण. त्या प्रत्येक गणातला एक धातू घ्यायचा आणि त्याचा वर्तमानकाळ लिहून काढायचा. Any doubt? In homework, any doubt in classwork which we have learned? No doubt. Okay. What is happening? I am not getting enough time to check your homework. Yeah. Yesterday also I went because it was about to start raining. Today also it might rain now. So what I will suggest you, Monday you give me your notebooks and Tuesday I will return it to you. Yeah. I'll check them and return it to you. Yeah. So Monday you give it to me. Don't keep it with me for the whole week. Yeah. Because I don't give you, usually I don't give you homework on Monday. A small homework might be given. Usually Monday I don't give homework. So Monday you give the notebooks to me. Yeah. I'll check them and next day I'll return it to you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes? So next Monday all homework should be completed.
Yeah. Okay.
Till next Monday, whatever homework is given, today's homework, last week's homework, last week's homework, all homework should be completed and you hand over your notebooks to me on Monday. Yes. Okay? I get tired. Huh? धातूचा 4 धातू घ्यायचे आहेत, एक पहिल्या गणाचा, एक चौथ्या गणाचा, एक 6व्या गणाचा आणि 10व्या गणाचा. प्रत्येक गणातला एक धातू निवडायचा. आपण त्याच्यासाठी शिकलो की पहिल्या गणात अ लागतो, चौथ्या गणात य लागतो, 6व्या गणात परत अ लागतो आणि 10व्या गणात अय लागतो. त्यामुळे एक एक धातू घ्यायचा आणि त्याचे 9 रूप लिहायची. समजा तुम्ही पा पिब धातू घेतला, पिबामी पिबामहा पिबामहा पिबसी पिबथा पिबथा पिबती पिबता पिबंती, अशी 9 रूप तयार होतील. अशी प्रत्येक गणातला एक एक धातू घेऊन 4 गणांचे 4 धातू, 4 धातूंची वर्तमान काळातली रूप लिहायची. ठीक आहे. ओके, विल स्टॉप हियर. वैशाली, मी एक मेसेज टाकलाय ग्रुपवरती, पाहिलास? मी उद्या तास घेते तुमचा. तुमचं केअर लेक्चर नाही आहे उद्या, परवा मी उद्या घेऊ. ठीक आहे. तू सांग बाकीच्या सगळ्यांना